Now, this is one of the more difficult problems because we have to figure out exactly what it's talking about. Let me read the question. It says, for each of the following, determine the z-score. So we're going to try to figure out a z-score that divides the distribution such that the given percentage of scores, okay, so we're given a percentage of scores, and that percentage of scores lies above the z-score. And it says like 50% and 2.5%. So let's draw a picture to figure out what's going on. Now I am going to draw this in Excel, so I have turned on my touch screen, and that's why the menus look a little different here. Let's draw a normal distribution, and we'll start off with the axes. And the way that you draw straight lines in Excel is with you insert a shape of a straight line. And so I'll put a horizontal axis here, and I'll put a vertical axis here. And no, that's not quite vertical, is it? No, I'll straighten it up there. Those you can't see that very much. I'll select both of them with control clicking, and I will choose a darker style. So here we've got some axes, and now I'm going to draw. I'll draw in black. I will draw a bell curve here. Okay, and now we want to color in what we're looking at. It says that we're given some percentages that lie above, or we're looking for a z that has, first of all, 50% of the scores above it. So what is 50% above? That's going to be halfway. So I am going to draw the 50% above will be this area. This will be the area above. And then the area below, we can call that, well, we'll put that in blue. And so the area to the below is blue, and the area above is red. And remember, to find the norm, to find the z-score, we need the area below. So we've got to find that blue area to find the z-score. So let's make a table over here. Oops. Let me get rid of the drawing tool, and we will go back to normal mode. And so we're given the the fraction above the score that we're looking at, fraction above score, or that's the area to the right. Right. Okay, so that's what we're given, and we're given 50%. And let's make this a really wide column so we can see what's going on. And then we want so let's change this into a table. Insert table. Okay, so we've got 50% for the first one, and then what we're going to want is we're going to, so that's the red area. We need the blue area. That'll be the fraction below that score. That'll be the area to the left. And with that area, we'll be able to calculate, use norm S inverse to get the area, or to get the z-score. So, and what we're going to do here, now, to the left and to the right always adds up to 100%. Everything's either on the left or the right. So the fraction below the score is going to be equal 1 minus, and then whatever's to the right, so that'll be H8. And that should be 50%. It'll always add up to 100%. And then over here, we'll put a z-score. So we use an italic Z for statistics in APA format. So Control I, Z, Control I, Z score. Oops, I don't need the italics there. The italics are not going off there. Score. And that'll be our final part of the table. And now we know this is right in the middle, so this should be a z-score of 0, but we'll use our norm S inverse. So equals norm S inverse, and we're going to use the area to the left, the blue, so that'll be I8. I8, and press enter, and it gave us in percentage. We don't want it in percentage. It says to report it to 2 decimal points, so that means number. So that means a z-score of 0.00. Okay, now let's do this for the next one. The next one is the area. Let's draw a picture again. Insert. Illustrations, shapes. We'll use a bar. Let's put it down here. And we've got the horizontal axis. Let's put a vertical axis. Oops, that's not working. Escape. And let's do insert again. Illustration, shape, line. Oh, okay, there we go. That we got a straight line there. It says, should we rotate it a little bit? Oh, that's close enough. And let's draw our bell curve. Okay, and this time it says the area above the score, that's only 5%. So 5% is going to be way off in the tail here. So our red area is going to be this real small area here that's only 5% of the curve, and the area to the left is going to be everything else. So it'll be like the 95% of everything is our blue score. So we want to find the z-score that corresponds to 5% over here. So what can we, whoops, Control Z, turn the draw tool off. So over here, we're going to put, for the red area, 5%. I press enter, and it says the area to the left is 95%, and that corresponds to a z-score of 1.64. So that's a pretty high z-score. The next one, oh, that was actually number C. Ooh, I blew that. So this was A, this was C. Let me insert a line. Let's insert that line there. Insert. And let's put B over here. And B is 2.5%. So this is going to be even smaller, that area over there. And the fraction to the left is 98%, or it looks like it's rounded off. Let's add some decimal points here. I'm going to select those two. Go to Home, add a decimal point. So now it's 2.5 and 97.5, and this is 1.96. Now it turns out these are real special z-scores, because we're going to use 5% as kind of like this magic number for what's really extreme. So if This first one, if we want to find out what the 5% most extreme are, we'll have 2.5% in each tail. And so we'll look for z-scores 1.96 or below. Or if we want to find scores that are more in the top 5% most extreme just in one tail, we'll use a z-score of 1.64. Okay, now D is 30%. So that's just a number that they chose. So that would be someplace around here. So that 30% is red. I'll put 30% here. And 70%, and that comes out to a z-score of 0.52. So around here would be that z-score. And then E is 80%. So that'll be over here now, because we're going to have like almost all of it in the red area and only 20% in the blue area. And since that's going to be over on this side, it's a negative z-score of minus 0.84. And then finally, F is going to be 90%. So this will be 90% of the scores above. So this will be negative again. And that's a minus 1.28. So this is how we start with an area, either on the right side or on the left side, and calculate the z-score that corresponds to it.